Hello, I'm Pedro Rossi, and this is my Bulldog story. I'm from a small town in Brazil, in the rural side of São Paulo. It's called Bragança Paulista. And growing up there, it was very cozy because it's a small town, so everybody knows each other. So it was a very friendly environment in terms that everywhere that you would go, you would see someone that you know. My immediate family is small, it's my parents and my sister and I. But growing up, we kept the Italian tradition to get together every Sunday at my grandmother's house. And we would have lunch together and spend the afternoon together. So at the end of the day, when we would all be there, it would be 20 to 30 people together. The thought about coming to the United States pretty much, or going abroad in general, started when I was around 15. It was when my sister started to think about college in general. I pretty much had in mind that I wanted to study game design and game development in general, but the problem that I had was that there was no universities in Brazil that would offer game design. I talked to my parents about it, and at first they were not really sure. Again, because we're close, they weren't really sure about letting me go to another country by myself. Surprisingly, a recruiter from Ferris actually went to my hometown to talk at my school about Ferris in general. So I had a chance to talk to her and ask a couple questions, and then she mentioned that Ferris had the game design major here. So pretty much I set the goal to come to Ferris because one, I knew that after talking to her that Ferris was a good school for game design, but also it was a place that my parents would feel comfortable me coming because they had their friend here. The interest really sparkled when I was playing Kingdom Hearts 2. When I was just the overall experience, I really enjoyed it. And then I remember thinking, I was wow, it must be very interesting to be related with making games and things like that. So I started to do more research about the whole process. Now I have the idea what it takes because I thought it would be very easy. Back home, I was in the closet still, so because as I said, it was in a small town that everybody knows each other, I didn't per se feel comfortable coming out. But I just remember having struggles at a younger age, probably 12. It was when I started to have struggles a lot, especially hearing people using the word gay as trying to use as an offense. My freshman year, I was not involved at all. I was just focusing on classes and things like that. While on my sophomore year, then I got involved with the saga, and then I started to really educate myself better and understand how I could have the conversation even with my parents coming out. After that, my sophomore year, I got more and more involved, and I got more educated. After Ferris, I hope to get a job related to texturing in general. It can either be for interior rendering, for architects or something, or even in animation or games. Although I plan on pursuing my degree and potentially get a master's degree in user experience. And then the end goal is probably work at theme parks. Pretty much the future of theme parks is VR, so creating this unique experience. I think that it's an interesting field to be part of.